All right, well, welcome back to the iWealth podcast, and buy now, pay later, Brad. What in the world is this?
I know. Remember the info commercials, even from 25 years ago, this stuff was around, right? You buy a couch or whatever. I'm seeing it again. I'm seeing Apple's coming out with something with their credit card or something like that, buy now, pay later, or maybe their phones or something. Airlines are advertising it, so you've been in your house and want to get out and take your vacation and pay for it 6 months from now. Here's the point. If we really sit down and think about this, are you going to hit the lottery in the next 6 months? I mean, how are you going to pay for this 6 months from now if you can't pay for it today?
Yeah.
These companies understand that they need to continue, nothing wrong with the airlines or Apple or whatever, but they understand that they're able to kind of prey on people and their emotions of wanting it now and paying later.
Yep.
I see this happen with business owners in taxes. I see them buy a $500,000 combine or semi or something like that.
Yeah.
They take a loan out on it, but then they write it off in 2 years and they pay it off over 8. So year 3 rolls around, they owe more in taxes because they wrote it off, but they still have to pay for that truck over the next 7 or 8 years. And so it happens all over the board. But anyway, I've been seeing it a lot lately. I've been seeing companies kind of coming up with this whole concept, and it just beware that at some point you got to pay the piper. You know, I don't care if there's interest on it or not. Let's say that they say, buy this airline ticket now, no interest, 12 months, pay for it later. In 12 months from now, you still have to pay for it. I don't care if there's interest on it or not. Like, are you going to really intentionally save? Because what I've learned over the years is clients don't do that. People don't save for it. So just be careful of what's out there. And
the buy now, pay later scam.
Exactly. And make smart decisions with your money, period.
Yeah. And it feels better when you have the money sitting there and you go to do it.
Right.
It just feels better. You're like, yeah, I totally earned this. I deserve this. And I don't have to, worry about paying for my steak in a year and a half from now if I throw it on the credit card or whatever it is.
I mean, imagine buying a boat and it's the same deal, right? Yep. So buy it now, pay for it later. And you pull that thing out of the water in Minnesota and October.
Then you got to winterize it.
You winterize it and everything else. And you're making payments on this thing forever. Wouldn't it be nice to save for it now? In a year or two from now, write the check, and that boat is yours. Like, nobody has control over you. Just no debt. Yeah, same thing with the trip. Come home from the trip and, the great effects and feelings you have from being in Alaska, and then you got to pay for it. It's just, So I would encourage people to save first, buy it, and be done with it.
That's great advice. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see you back here next time.
All right. Thanks, Matt.